Bang, you're dead. Alright, here's Goldeneye for the N64. I've been meaning to do this one for a long time, and I never got around to it because recording the N64 gives you a lot of problems with the HD PVR, so... Oh, by the way, if anyone out there is listening who uses an HD PVR and has any experience with recording older consoles, like, I don't have any problems recording the PS3, it's all completely fine. But when I go back to the older ones like the PS1, the N64, PS2, it gives a lot of problems with sound synchronization. I had to actually manually sync up stuff in this video, so I don't know what the problem is, but it's pretty weird and it's kind of awkward doing these videos just because you have to do all this editing. Anyway, I want to thank a guy who actually sent me a cartridge for this game. I'll put his link in the description if you want to say thanks. He actually sent the NTSC version of the game, so I couldn't play it on my PAL console. So in the end I actually had to buy it myself off eBay as well, so... But either way, I still want to thank him for, you know, because it's the thought that counts. And, yeah, Goldeneye is, I think it's the first shooter I ever played. I imagine that's true for many people because it pretty much defined the shooter genre. And, again, like, this is one of, you know, Pyrotoz's famous childhood stories. When I was a kid, I went to my friend's house for a party or something, and I remember he had the N64 set up, and, yeah, he had this playing, and we were playing it multiplayer, and I thought it was, like, amazing, because I'd never played a shooter before, and, let's double spray here. And, yeah, I mean, it's kind of weird with the N64 controller, because it's not, like, the ideal setup for a shooter game. You don't have the two analog sticks, so you can't, there's no, camera control, so you'll see a lot of the kills, I'm just hip spraying, because it's kind of heavily auto-aimed, so... But it does work out. I mean, you'll see in this video, it takes me ages to get used to the controls. I'm kind of wandering around shooting aimlessly, but yeah, it is kind of awkward to control after playing the newer ones, but I think it's a very good game. And how many times do I say that? I said that like 10 times in my World at War video. It's a very good game, it's a very good game. Of course it's a very good game. Why would I be playing it if it wasn't a good game? Anyway, fail horribly with a sniper rifle here. And yeah, this is the first mission of the campaign. I forget the level name, because I haven't played this in years. Yeah, just, I kind of rushed through it to kind of get it into one video, and, whoa, crazy here, shoot these guys. So yeah, the game, I mean, you can see the graphics are very old. I can't remember the year this was out, but honestly, the people in this look like they're from Karushi Final or something. It's very, very old. But I can also see how stuff like Time Splitter's got a lot of inspiration from this game, like the character models and stuff, or the kind of way the maps are laid out, I guess, is what I mean. And, you know, I want to talk a little bit about this in Retrospect series, because I want to know, is it really worth carrying it on? Because, although I enjoy making it, I realise that not many people actually watch these videos, so as long as it's worth it, then I'm happy to do it, but, you know. I'll be surprised if this tops 8,000 views, to be honest, but yeah, it is, they are, how do I say this? Yeah, they are fun to do. I mean, I actually enjoy making these more than I do the standard Call of Duty videos, just because there's something different, and I do think that every channel should have something to set it apart, and since I don't really have anything else, I can't really think of anything else, this is what I do, so, you know, take it or leave it. I like to think that it is something that gives my channel some kind of appeal. I don't know if anyone's subscribing specifically for these videos or not, but, you know, maybe. This guard sets off the alarm here, I guess I was a bit late killing him. And I'm just spraying wildly from side to side like an idiot. I eventually get this guy. It does seem as though it lags the frame rate quite a lot if there's a lot of objects on screen, like a lot of enemies. So, you can tell it's old technology. And I can't think which came out first, out of the N64 and PS1. I think the N64 was more powerful, but... Yeah, come to think of it, I don't think I've played any shooters like this on the PS1. Time Splitters started on PS2. So yeah, I guess this was the earliest shooter I ever played. I mean, 3D shooter anyway, but... But yeah, multiplayer, you know, this is N64, so there's no online or anything, and... It was just kind of have a quick mess around with your friends online. Not online, I just said there's no online. What am I talking about? Offline, of course. LAN party. Nope, not LAN party either, just local. You have to excuse me, I did wake up pretty recently, so... I am very tired and can't talk properly, so... Pull out the old sniper rifle here. And I believe on this level you're supposed to jump off this dam here. And, you know, it's somewhere halfway along. I get there, but then I decide I want to go kill some bad guys, so I go underground and, you know... cause some havoc, shoot some people up. Go on a little killing spree. This is the easiest difficulty mode, by the way, because I knew I'd be very bad at playing it, so I didn't want to, like, push myself too hard and fail horribly. I'm guessing there's different objectives on the different difficulty types, but I really can't remember, so, you know, you'll have to tell me that. Pull out the old sniper again, and, you know, it is kind of... I'm so bad with this controller, I may as well just run up and hit him. I mean, he's not going to hit me, it's easiest difficulty, so... And, yeah, the graphics are actually pretty good for the time. I do think they're very good. Even like, the backdrops, pretty nice, the mountains and stuff. I'm going to go down here, I'm going to... cause some noise, cause some havoc with my old machine gun there. Go through here, and I think there's a whole tunnel of enemies down here. A bunch of, you know, generic Russian henchmen hiding behind barrels and stuff. In Soviet Russia, barrel hide you! Actually, that doesn't make sense, because the barrel is already hiding them, so it would be... in Soviet Russia, you hide barrel? That just sounds stupid. Anyway, pick up ammo from all these guys, so... look at that horrible auto-aiming there. Kind of bends the gun round, like, whoa! And, yeah, I'm just going to run through here without really caring what's happening, just spraying from the hip, taking them all down. Like a crazy guy. Can you imagine if Bond, actually, in the films, I don't know how many of you have seen the Bond films, but can you imagine if Bond kind of ran through enemy bases going, "Get out my fucking way, you pricks!" Just running through like that, instead of his normal, like, you know, suave English voice thing. I don't know, I thought that was a funny thought, but whatever. Maybe that's just my weird sense of humour. Running through here, these guys are taken down pretty easily. Like I said, it is the easiest difficulty mode. I'm gonna open up this door and have a look inside. This guy gets completely raped. I'm assuming in here you're supposed to destroy the computers if it's on a, like a medium difficulty or hard. Because otherwise there's no reason for this room. I mean, I could have just won the level back there without going through this whole underground bit, but I wanted to show some action, you know? And, well, nothing else to say, just gonna go back up to the surface and bungee jump off the edge. I think it's kind of a delayed thing, because you actually walk off the edge, then a few seconds after falling, then you see the cutscene of him standing on the top and jumping off. Kind of weird, but whatever. So yeah, let me know, is the In Retrospect series worth carrying on? Trolls, you don't get a say, you can fuck off. But is it worth carrying on? I do enjoy making these. And I guess I'm open to suggestions at the moment. I've got some ideas in mind, but if you can think of some better ones, then let me know. I think my next idea was going to be, what was I going to say? Maybe a Kami or Age of Mythology, actually. I was thinking about that, but I can't get a decent PC capture program, but yeah, I'm still open to suggestions. Yeah, thanks to the guy who sent the cartridge again, even though I couldn't use it. I'll thank you anyway for it. And his Bond jumping off the dam here. Obviously, he has a bungee cord, even though I can't see it. He's probably going to die. Anyway, thanks for watching. Bye.